This meeting this morning, I want you to prepare as much space as you can. As much space as you can. Because I'm 100% positive about what God is set to do in our lives. And just to set the precedence for this meeting this morning, I want us to read from the book of John chapter 14, verse 8. There's something that Philip said that really shook me. Now, I am currently reading the book of John again, and for the past 2 days, I got stopped at John 14 verse 8. I was stuck there, I couldn't go forward. Because I was so, so weighed down, like so heavily, soaked, like just trying to get it, what Philip asked for. It says, Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and what will happen? Sufficient for us. It is sufficient for us. Version, it says, Lord, show us the Father, and then we will be satisfied. You could, see and perceive the hunger in that question of Philip. Show us the Father, and then we'll be what? We will be satisfied. We can't settle for anything that is below, that falls short of the glory of the Father. And because the Father is in himself is beyond what we can comprehend. Eternity is not enough to reveal itself to humanity. Oh, we know that. Eternity is not enough for God to reveal himself to humanity. So it's an unending adventure. I don't know what you think is the quench for your tasks. Maybe it's money that is the quench for your task, or it's fame that you think will quench your task, or it's for your song to grow that will quench the task, or to be, one of the best producers in the world that will quench your task, or to have the largest auditorium, or to be the most celebrated pastor, or whatever it is, or to get that car, or that house, or whatever it is that we are chasing that you think will be. But Philip said, the only thing that can quench our thirst is what? The revelation of the Father. He says, show us the Father, and then it will suffice, it will be satisfied. I'm just trying to help us to channel our expectation rightly, so that we won't live on to short-term requests when we should be looking on to a long-term, something of eternal worth. So I won't, hold on to something of short-term instead of clinging to something of eternal worth. The Father. The Father. Show us the Father. Sometimes when we look at those celebrated ministers, both gospel and word, and we think as if everything is going fine for them because they are they come to ministry to minister in those fine, beautiful jeeps, They live in those beautiful houses you see in social media, right? Those stuff, those content they create, and everything is like. Sometimes we think all is as we are seeing it, right? If you know the kind of pressure and stuff that goes on up there, then you will know that when Judas sold out Jesus, it's those kind of things, the pressure to cash out from ministry. So if we must get there and still represent the kingdom of this Father, you can be in Nigeria and not be representing Nigeria. Okay, no, you can be in the US, you are a Nigerian, but you are not representing Nigeria. It takes an authority of a Nigerian government to be a representative of Nigeria outside Nigeria. So you can be someone in the kingdom but not representing the kingdom. So we can have people up there doing those big things and all of that, but are not representative of the kingdom. Because one of the pivotal character that signifies a kingdom representative is the life of holiness. Not even miracles, not even signs and wonders, not even these things that we celebrate. Not all those things, but holiness. You know, when I was meeting very early this morning around whatever, I finished bathing, but I've not brushed my mouth yet. I still felt unclean. How many of you I feel you have finished bathing, but you've not brushed? You still have that feeling that you are not clean yet. That is how so many Christians are. They look good on the outside, they look fine, but just let them open their mouth. Once they open their mouth, their Christianity is what? Questionable. So we look good from the outside, we dress well, we walk well, you know, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. But just let pressure hit up, and they open their mouth. You know, in the book of Proverbs, it says, even a fool will be counted as a wise person if his mouth is still closed. So if a fool is in the place and they are talking and his mouth is still closed, you say, this guy is, I think this guy is right, this guy is. But don't let him open his mouth, wait, say, we do know that you are like this. So, but what am I bringing out from there is that if we must stay true to the kingdom, because what we are doing this meeting is a step of faith, believing that God is taking us somewhere. So we must prepare the house. Do you get it? We must prepare. We must prepare. So it's not about God taking us to that global influence, but it's about when we get there, how are we able to navigate through the pressures that comes with that height and still represent the kingdom in spirit and in what? And in truth. So if we must get there and still stay true to the purpose of God for our life, this must be our continuous hunger. That we might know who? The Father. So we must build a structure, Jerry. Everybody as an individual and collectively, we must build a structure now that will always expose you to the Father. Because when you stay too long among the people, you begin to think yourself as something. Because the people will always think of your praise. That guy is a powerful minister. Oh wow. So when you stay too long in that environment, you begin to think yourself as what? As something. So, but when you build a structure to always go to the Father, once you hit God's presence, you see yourself as nothing. Because now you are confronted with a God that all our righteousness, And holiness is like what? Filthy rag before him. So we must consciously build that system now, where you have a secret place, where you always expose yourself. Look, Isaiah has been a prophet from chapter 1, 2, 3. He thought he was doing well. He thought, I'm a prophet to a whole nation. He was already giving prophecies. How we know that? Before he had that revelation, and he says, oh, what an unclean lips. See, I want us to sing this song, really just really open our hearts and understanding the words of that song.